Planet Dolan.
From pop songs secretly about vampires to the Beatles singing about hookers, we look at 9 songs with dark, hidden messages. Hey everyone, my name is Melissa. I'm here to caress your brain cells with weird facts from all over the world. Number 9. Outkast's hit Hey Ya from 2003 is mainly remembered for being about shaking it like a Polaroid picture. But what exactly is that picture? Well, if the rest of the song is anything to go by, it's a photo of a couple arguing. See, hidden in this upbeat track is the story of a couple in freefall. And by hidden, I mean clearly in the lyrics. Such happy words like, "Why, oh why are we still in denial when we know we're not happy here?" And "we get together but separate's always better when there's feelings involved" are just 2 examples. I guess Shake It Like Divorce Papers wasn't as catchy. Number 8. Who hasn't rocked out to the king of all 80s power ballads, Total Eclipse of the Heart? What you probably don't know is that it's actually all about vampires. The song's lyrics allude to the power of the dark and being lured to it. Originally, it was supposed to be used in an Nosferatu musical, but the song was given to Bonnie Tyler and shot through the charts. The tune became widely known as a love track because really, romance and wanting to suck the blood out of someone is the same thing, isn't it? Number 7. MGMT's lead single from their debut album wasn't a huge hit, but it's been used everywhere, even in the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer. And it's all about cocaine and heroin. Disguised in its oddball indie beats are clear references to the drugs and odes to shunning the 9-to-5 life of normal people. But considering the song essentially ends with the line, "We'll choke on our vomit and that will be the end," it's not glamorizing their rock and roll lifestyle. Of course, the band denies this is the meaning, and has a story about baby praying mantises crawling over a model ship inspiring the song. Right. Number 6. God damn, is there a more patriotic rock anthem than Springsteen's Born in the USA? Well, there better be, because it's actually all about how the US government treated Vietnam veterans like shit. If you listen to the verses, it's actually quite easy to hear their journey of a regular working class guy going to war and coming home to a place where he's not a part of it anymore. The song did resonate politically at the time it was released, but since has become widely misunderstood as a patriotic anthem, which in itself is the ultimate irony. Number 5. Here's a track that the songwriter described as being about snorting speed and getting blowjobs. Not that you'd really ever pick it. Third Eye Blind's 1997 hit Semi-Charmed Life hides a much grittier meaning underneath its shiny pop rock music. Telling the story of a person's fall into crystal meth addiction, this song was inspired by the band's singer being surrounded by speed addicts earlier in his life. Turns out, a semi-charmed kind of life is when people seem to have it all together on the surface, but are actually really fucked up underneath. Which is pretty much this song. Number 4. TLC's 90s chart topper, Waterfalls, isn't a song you'd normally associate with AIDS, but turns out those waterfalls in the chorus are things like contracting HIV from having too much casual unprotected sex, or chasing after money through dealing drugs and it ending badly. That's the thing with pop songs. As long as you have a catchy chorus, you can talk about whatever depressing shit you want in between. But in this case, it's probably good advice. Number 3. Chances are you've heard of the song Puff the Magic Dragon and how it was secretly all about drugs. And hell, with a title like that, it doesn't seem like much of a secret. Too bad though, it actually isn't about drugs at all. So it's a song about a magic dragon? Not really either. The song is actually about the horrors of growing up. Specifically, about growing older and losing the sense of imagination and wonder we had as children. The last verse is all about how sad Puff is that his friend doesn't want to visit him anymore. What if all your childhood imaginary friends were real, and now are depressed and lonely? Poor Puff. Number 2. When Van Halen released Jump, people were more concerned about Eddie trading in his electric guitar for a keyboard than about the dark lyrics. While on a casual listen, the song sounds uplifting. Yeah, you might as well jump, meaning just go for it. In reality though, the jumping in question is that from a building ledge. The lyrics were originally inspired when lead vocalist David Lee Roth had remembered seeing a suicide on the news and imagined a witness to the event, probably egging the person on. The lyrics were battered back and forth, and most of the suicide stuff was lost, but it's hard to ever hear this 80s classic quite in the same way.
Number 1.
The Beatles were notorious for implanting secret messages into their work, but perhaps the most strange is in Ticket to Ride. While on the surface, it sounds like a song about a girl having a ticket to ride a train, it's actually about becoming a prostitute. Turns out, in the 60s, hookers in Hamburg needed a card indicating they were free from STDs to be able to work, which Lennon said was the ticket in question. Meaning lyrics like, "Living with me is bringing her down. Yeah, she would never be free while I was around," show that the girl with the ticket is still this guy's girlfriend. She's miserable and now leaving him to become a prostitute in Germany. Delightful. Okay guys, so now that it's over, we can finally talk about it. So tell us, what's the worst thing that happened to you during 2016? Let us know on the Reddit page link below, and you might be featured in a future countdown. Catch you guys next time.
Maybe you want to role-play prison life, then check out Steve's Backyard in Napa Valley. For $80 a night, you can experience everything No Frills accommodation has to offer, like plastic chairs, a dirty grill, some rusty dumbbells, and well, that's about it.